Peace and love that surpasses all understanding. Grand rising, my friends. It's getting a little bit easier to say that. Grand rising. Been doing a fair amount of noodling over the last week, and gratefully, a fellow YouTuber by the name of Roots shared some videos with me, not her videos, but videos of Oriana Joy is one of them, and there was another video regarding ayahuasca ceremony, and it's something that I've found myself in a position where I have the means and resources and tools to have some ceremony. How that will play out is as yet undetermined, but what I was fascinated with is the experiences that people made reference to, their own experiences, and the perhaps the enlightenment, self-awareness, the understanding, and hands down, the understanding of virtually in every experience that was shared was that the oneness. We are all energy. I am energy. You are energy. And we are all connected. And as I continue on this path, exploring these ideas and these principles and these theories, I see that they're less theories and more practical and truly real. The deeper I go within myself and the more I experience the collective, our impact on one another, both in light, uplifting ways and dense, heavier, negative ways. We are energy, and following my intuition about who am I? What is the energy that I in my younger years, it was very dense and heavy, and it was very easy and convenient for me to take the victim stance. But that was very dissatisfying, and I'm not being flippant about that. It was there was never any resolution. It was self-perpetuating. And the deeper I went, and that's not satisfying. And I had an experience of November 2018, and it was after a period of deep self-reflection, and I don't want to slaughter this quote by Bob Marley, but a friend of mine is very passionate about this, and to free yourself from mental slavery, none but you can do that. You are your own savior. You are the one that heals thyself. Heal thyself. Know thyself and heal thyself. I'm reminded of some of the more biblical, not some of, but some biblical writings where, these occasions where the man commonly known as Jesus, performed a miracle or healed someone, and the people were just astonished by this miraculous healing, and hands down across the board, man, he was like, hey, keep this on the down low, and by the way, it wasn't me that healed you, it was you that healed you, and he was trying to help us understand and open our minds and our hearts and our essence to what we really are, you know. And the conclusion that I continually, is that the conclusion that is continually reinforced for me is that I and you, because we're one, we are divine beings. And a friend of mine did a share this morning, and she made reference to a Marianne Williamson quote: "It is not our darkness, but our light that we are most afraid of." And I firmly believe in that. So, with that being said, what is it? What is it that where is this going? We are all energy, and what do I choose? And that is such a choice. As human beings in this vessel, there is something inherent about our existence that perhaps unlike an animal or a fish or whatever, or even the plants, animals, fish, whatever, they do things instinctually, or as we have been taught to believe, instinctually, where man and woman, the humans in this vessel, we have something inherent to us about free will and choice. Choose to be able to make choices with what we do with our energy, and going back to my younger years, being dense and making that choice. That was a choice to live in that density, and realizing, living in that density long enough to know how unsatisfying, how much at dis-ease I was, disease, and how how I had bought into that yeah, it just gave me the willies. Or where I feel like I'm leaning into now, into more recent days and years. Joyful living, living with love in my heart, compassion, empathy, benevolence, and that's a choice. That's a choice to live there. If I could go back and visit my younger self, I'd probably tell my older self to go screw. You don't understand. Well, actually, kind of I do, because I'm you. But if there was some way that I could beat it into my head as a younger man, dude, it's a choice. It's a choice where you're living. You want to stay here? Okay, whatever. But you can make the choice to make to make that jump, to make that leap into feeling good, into spreading with your energy, to spreading joy and love and compassion and understanding and forgiveness. It's a choice. It's a choice. But as far as like that healing, the healing that I experienced, when it really came down to, there was examples afforded to me, occasions where I got to witness people living in their integrity, and feeling that certain permissioning to lean into that, and seeing how they traverse their lives and coming out of that denser pattern into something that was more in alignment with their essence. And I'm reminded, how we are one, and that these examples that were afforded to me actually helped me to shift. Truly. And I, wholeheartedly, I didn't see it as it was unfolding, but I see it in retrospect. Hindsight is 20/20, and you go, oh, I see what was happening there. And I'm reminded, it's something that's been heavily in my awareness, and I had to actually look it up again. Quite a few years ago, I came across an article about the what was it? The 100th monkey experiment. The 100th monkey. Long story short, there was a scientist studying monkeys on an Indonesian island in the archipelago, and there's numerous islands around this area. And he was working with one particular monkey, and he showed the monkey, like the monkeys would climb the trees and drop the bananas down, and they would fall in the dirt or the sand or whatever, right? And they were eating dirt on the bananas. They were biting them apart, and the scientist taught the monkey, this one particular monkey, how to wash the banana in the river, clean the banana off, and oh, hey, there's no dirt on this banana, and the monkey learned to wash the banana. Now that's not, that in itself, can a monkey learn? Absolutely. We're not monkeys, we're divine beings. Monkeys are divine beings too. They're anyway, they're sentient animals. They think and they feel. And they project energy. Think about your dog when you walk in the door and he's fucking jazzed to see it. What is he doing? He's projecting happiness and joy that you're home. Back to the monkey story. So this one monkey learns how to wash the banana, and in theory understands that, it's better to eat a clean banana rather than one that's covered in sand and dirt. And in a period of time, the scientist all of a sudden realizes over the course of time that now this monkey that he's been working with, the other monkeys on the other side of the island, on these other islands, and from what I'm understanding of this area of Malaysia, it was like one island, and it was dotted by all these other small islands that had monkeys. All the monkeys started washing their banana. How the hell does that happen? Here's a fascinating story. It's very easy to find. I was trying to share the link and bring up the link to include that in this video. However, if you search 100th monkey, it'll come up, and you can find links to see how this really played out. But as I go through my experience and I lean deeper into, and I grow in understanding, and I embrace living from an emotional heart space and feeling space and expressive, perceiving myself and allowing myself to live from a place of a loving expression. I am a loving expression, and sharing that energy with people. It's so amazing that I've found in more recent days that there is a gravity or a pull. Our energy attracts other like energy, and this is not new news. Water seeks its own level. As it was described to me. And what I found is that sometimes it's not so efforting, to live from that space, to live from this space, not this space, to live in alignment with myself, and project to be a loving expression. People pick up on that. People pick up on our density, if that's what we're projecting, other like-minded, like-hearted people. But going to that experience where the man taught the monkey to wash the banana, as I lean into this understanding of my own self-awareness, lifting the veils of my own delusional thinking about what I believe the world to be, and leaning into what I'm growing and understanding that the world really is what it really is, and that I am you and you are me. We are all one, and the attraction, there is an attraction, uh, a gravity, a magnetic sort of pulling that people resonate with as we project certain types of energy. And a teaching, a collective teaching, whether it be something in the material world, in my physical reality that I actually do. For example, at work, maybe I will be a jackass and I'll dance down the hallway, or I'll sing in the hallway, or I'll go outside in full view of everybody on a rainy day and stomp in a puddle. It might be something on a physical level, but it also is something on an ethereal level where I am actually walking through my day projecting in my field love, gratitude, joy, compassion, understanding, all of these wonderful divinely feminine, nurturing traits, and walking in my divine masculine, and moving forward with that, in union with myself, in alignment with myself. It's so amazing, the way that where one on some level can affect many, and you are that too. You are that too. I am you. You are me. We. And if I can experience this coming from such a dense place, and over the course of the first 2/3 of my life, to this point in my life where I understand what it means to be a loving expression. It's not always easy to be a loving expression, but it's well worth it. The way that it feels, is far supersedes anything that might be challenging about it. So with that, I would like to share some of my energy, some of my love, and as a collective, that we grow in that understanding of ourselves, that's what we are. We're a loving expression of the God particle, or of source. We are here for its own expression. We are here for its own expression. And with that, I will offer you a peace and a love that surpasses all understanding. It's going to be a nice day. Rain or shine, it's going to be a nice day. Anywhere we go, there we are. What am I going to bring with me? I'm gonna be a loving expression wherever I go, and maybe I'll stay home and I'll just be a loving expression to my dog. But that's what'll happen. Many blessings. Blessings. Jury's out on that word. I'm still not convinced about that word, but a peace and a love that surpasses all understanding. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Sending hugs, hands on shoulders, eye contact. I'm going to leave my email in the description box. Please feel free to comment and share. I always appreciate that, and a sharing of experiences, different perspectives. I welcome that too. We don't have to be in agreement, and it often affords me a different viewpoint, a different perspective when I hear other people's experiences, and I can see things on a much fuller, expansive level. So, again, for the third time, I wish you a peace and a love that surpasses all understanding, and have a wonderful day. Take care.